Hello there, my name is Thilo from the Parashift product team, and today we'll have a look what happens if you're getting sick of using nice user interfaces and want to get a little more technical. So in our Parashift platform, you can obviously just take some documents, drag and drop them in here and have them processed. You can also use our user interfaces to classify documents. If, for example, here the system would not be 100% sure, but only 99.9% sure that it's a sample font. Or in this case, have a look at extracted information. You could do all that in the user interfaces, or if we look down here, there's a little link to something magical called our API documentation. And if we open that, it's docs.parashift.io. You have our API documentation, and you can just run this in Postman either in the web or locally. So if you click here, you could say, I want to open it in the web or locally. I obviously prepared all of this and have the collection already in here. And you get all the functionality of the API in Postman if you want to play around a bit and see how our API works. So if I wanted to upload a document, I just head over to Documents, create document, and if I press Send, I should get an error. Yes, I'm not authorized. To circumvent that, just head back into the platform. In the menu, you have Development, API keys, and in here, create yourself or grab yourself an API key, head back to Postman, and we'll put it into the variables here. Save, and now we should be golden to actually create a document via API. That worked. If we head back into the platform and had a look in the overview, we can also see that a document just got created. As a response from the API, we also get an ID. So I pick that again, head over into the collection and use this now for all further communication with the API. So if I wanted to know what's happening to my document, I can again in Documents head over, show document, including its field, send a little request against the document endpoints this time I get, and I would see, okay, this document has some meta information. It's most likely a correspondence, and the current status is classification validation in progress. So this thing is waiting for classification. And I could now head over in the UI and tell it what kind of document it is, or I just, again, head over and I have a little functionality here to classify my document. In this case, in the body, I need to tell it what it is. So I know for a fact this is a correspondence. So I'll type this in here. My document, classify it, and bam, now it should get processed further. If I head back and re-request the information, I can now see that the document is currently in extraction. There's also a bunch of fields already, and if I refresh or if I just ask for the information again, I should be able to find fields like this, which is now the sender address company name with the value of Pizza Zürich in this case. And if we head back into the details of this thing, we can see, yes, indeed, this is Pizza Zürich. And over API, we also get coordinates, page, different candidates we can request and everything. There's more functionality, obviously, on the API. Once I'm finished, I can also quickly delete my document again. I get a 204 no content, so my document is now deleted. And there's obviously more, so you can fetch all the API tokens, you could fetch all the fields individually, you could fetch the field, the batch, the different pages, the document structure. There's so much you can do via API. But I just wanted to give you a first glimpse on how easy it is to get started with our Postman collection and API documentation. And maybe I hope I invited or I managed to get some of you to not only use the UI, but also give our API a try, because it's actually cool. In that case, have a nice one. See you around. Bye-bye.